Dad said you've been sitting in the park like this every day. What's going on?
Why aren't you at work?
Why aren't I at work? I'm not at work because Dad called me and told me to come up here and try and talk some sense into you. He said you've been sitting out here in the park like this every day.
I haven't been sitting out every day. I wasn't here yesterday.
That's because you had a doctor's appointment. Dad told me that you've been out here every other day this week.
Well, that's only 3 days.
Only 3 days? 1 day is too much in this cold. He said when you finally came inside the other day that your hands were almost blue on Wednesday.
Isn't your boss going to be wondering where you are when he sees you're not at your desk?
Forget about my boss.
I don't think we should forget about your boss. That's your source of income. High-paying jobs like yours are not easy to come by these days, Mason. Your father should never have called you.
That in itself should make it clear to you that he wouldn't have called me and asked me to leave work if he wasn't at his wit's end.
Well, not really that cold. I've got a lot of layers on.
Look, sitting outside here in the cold like this, it's not good for you. It's not good for Dad. It's not good for anyone. All you're doing is causing a lot of stress and worry.
The park is very beautiful this time of year. Not many people realize it. Everybody comes here in the spring and the fall to see the flowers blooming or the autumn foliage. Not many people come here this time of year. The bare branches against the sky it's a stark beauty. And the icicles on the statues, it's very,
Mom,
very
Audrey is not coming back.
beautiful.
Audrey is not coming back.
Audrey?
Sitting out here in the park like this
Audrey.
is not going to bring her back.
This has nothing to do with Audrey.
She's
Audrey?
gone.
What are you talking about?
Sitting out
Don't
here in the
talk
park
about
like this
this
will
has
not bring her
nothing
back.
to do with Audrey. What are you talking about Audrey?
Dad said that before you started sitting out here, you were sitting in Audrey's room for hours on end, holding her yearbook in your
He
lap.
does not know what he's talking about. I was not sitting. I was organizing her things. I was deciding what to keep and what to give to Salvation Army.
He said every time he checked in on you, you were just sitting there holding the book.
That is not true.
He said you wouldn't even come out to eat the dinners he made.
I wasn't hungry.
Sitting outside in the cold like this, not eating. What are you trying to do? Kill yourself so you could join Audrey in the cemetery?
Quiet! What a terrible thing to say. What kind of a son are you? Go back to work. You came all the way up here to say terrible things to me.
Mom, Audrey is gone. She's gone. Losing her was terrible. All those months of suffering and those final weeks when we just watched her slip away. But it's been 3 months. We have to start moving on. Sitting out here in the cold like this will not bring her back.
Mason. You should go back to work. Your boss will be wondering where you are.
I'm not going back to work until you come inside with me out of the cold. You're upsetting Dad. This isn't good for his heart condition. He told me he's having trouble sleeping at night, worrying about you sitting out here in the park in the cold like this.
Audrey and I used to come to this park together before you were born. This is the bench we used to sit on together. And then Audrey would play with Skip in that field over there. Remember Skip?
I remember
little
Skip, yeah.
Cocker Spaniel. And then Audrey would come and sit next to me here. We used to play a game called The Park is Speaking. And we used to tell each other what the trees and the statues and the birds and the benches were saying to each other. Audrey loved that game.
Play that
Audrey
game.
was so imaginative.
Let's play that game.
Oh,
Come
don't
on.
be ridiculous.
Let's play the game.
No, no.
Yeah.
Stop. No,
I'd like to play.
Mason.
Look. The tree over there is saying, "Oh, I'm so glad my roots go down deep. It's
Mason.
warm down here."
Stop.
And the birds are saying, "Brr, it's getting cold out. Better start thinking about flying south for the winter." And the statue over there is saying, "Oh, my back is so stiff. If only I could stretch."
No, stop.
Fountain over there saying, "Oh, I can't wait till spring when all the kids will be playing on me."
I'm very cold. Let's go
And
inside.
the bench across the path is saying,
I'm cold. Let's go
"I'm
inside.
so lonely. If somebody would
Mason,
just come and sit
Let's go
on me."
inside now. I'm cold.
All right, let's go inside. It's too cold out here.